Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to be sharing with you another free, completely free, no signups, no you have to get anything from me, you don't even have to leave anything, you just watch the video, click the link below and you get a free 2-week meal plan. Now this is going to be for a single person, so you can utilize it and do it for 2 people. Probably do it for 3 people just by adding more. This is from one of my viewers. Her name is Annie from Canada. She said, here's a challenge for you. And it was a challenge because it is for me. My 3 are grown and living a good life. However, I was widowed at 46. This makes eating nutritionally can be a challenge for one. I do make the soups and chilies and freeze in 1 meal sizes. I eat everything, not too picky. So if you could do a segment for 1 meal a day plan, any help would be appreciated. So myself, I don't ever cook for 1 person, ever. So I was like, can I do this? I can do this. I can do this, right? So I called upon my daughter, Ashlyn, and I said, so I need some ideas on like some things that you and Paul eat, you know, and just make as a single meal plan. And so it was so great because at that time, like mother, like daughter, she sends me, she's like, Mom, I have I think it's a 3-month rotation or 6-week rotation on an Excel spreadsheet of like her meal plan with the grocery items and the recipes. And I was like, oh, I said, you are like your mother. So I don't do the Excel. Very cool. I was like, I need to learn the Excel. That looks a whole lot easier. But it was so great because I went through hers and I'm like, all right, you do basically like the same thing, just a way scaled down version. So I got some ideas from her, which was really good. And I was like, okay, this can be adapted for something I can do. And so this, now don't clip off because you're like, oh, it's just for 1 person. Let's just say you are maybe in the, it's not necessary, I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's not necessarily like a lower fat, but maybe you need to eat a little bit different than your family. So you can probably cut out a few things if you're trying to save a few calories here or there. But I know for myself, when I had a lot of babies and gained a lot of weight, and even times like during quarantine where you gain a few extra pounds and, you know, or you just get older like me and you just get a little more comfy in life and you gain extra weight. It's okay, it's part of life. Food is good. Whoever does not love food is not telling the truth. So I enjoy food. I know you enjoy food, so you might add a few extra pounds. So taking a 1-person meal plan and eating a little bit different than your family is not a bad thing for, you know, a few weeks or so, just to help kind of curb that. I'll do that sometimes where I'll just get salads and other soups and I'll just kind of eat that a little bit separately and differently than my family, because they don't need to suffer in cabbage soup because mommy, you know, had to cut back a little bit. So this could be for you as well. So Annie, this is going to be a great tool for you. Thank you for giving me that suggestion. And so I'm going to share with you a free 2-week meal plan. Now I worked it out. Now my other meal plan for the family of 4 was less than $1 a day. This one I did not get to less than $1 a day, and I was kind of like, now you probably could. You probably have a lot of the stuff in your pantry, and you probably could eat a whole lot less things. For myself, I want to eat, I say normal, or I want to eat good. I don't want you to eat like just box macaroni and cheese or, you know, just the cheapest things out there. I wanted you to eat some like whole foods and things that you make and prepare that taste good. So that was the challenge, was getting it less than $1 a meal. So I got it down to $1.55 a meal from in my area. Could be different in your area. So it works out to be less than $5 a day. So then I had to think, all right, single person, less than $5 a day. I'm like, that's not bad. I don't think that's too bad. So Annie, I hope that this is working for you. So the things that you're going to do a little bit different with this one than the family one is you're going to do a little food prep for yourself, which works out really good because you food prep, meal prep once, you don't have to do it the rest of the week. So this is what we have for breakfast. And I've got this paper all included in the downloads. So for breakfast, you've got, it's kind of like a lot of repetition. The first week, you're going to do some egg cups. And so I kind of switched out every single day that you do an egg cup. You do egg cups, you get 2 egg cups, you get a piece of bacon, and you get half of a bagel. If you want more, you can have more too. Just kind of fit in what you eat, how much food you would normally eat. So I have that for every other day, so it's not every single day. And the in-between days, we did oatmeal and we did yogurt. And so just yogurt with some strawberry sauce and bananas. And so we switched that up. And the next week, after you did your egg cups the first week, you made extra egg cups, and then you made bagel sandwiches and you froze them with the bacon. I know, so that makes it a whole bunch easier because you're prepping once and don't have to do it again. And then you switch in this bagel sandwich in between with oatmeal and yogurt as well. So on your breakfast sheet that you're gonna get, you're gonna have food prep day 1, and it says cook the bacon and divide it up. So I'm gonna show you how I cook my bacon. All right, so I've got my bacon on my cookie sheet here. I've got a lot more bacon than a package. A package is about 12 to 14 slices depending on the package that you get. So this is a little bit more because I'm doing more of a food prep for my family, but lay it down on a baking sheet. If you have, mine had paper in it, you can put that underneath. If you want to protect your cookie sheets, you can put foil down and bake it on top. That works really good. Or just stick the piece in the air fryer, however you want. It just, I guess for myself, I stick in the oven for the less mess. Stick in your air fryer, it'll go really quick too. About 20 to 30 minutes in your oven. I put on 350. If you want to go faster, you can do 375. Just watch it so it doesn't burn. Easy way. It's a very easy way to cook your bacon without a mess on the stove. So let's put this in the oven. All right, so the bacon, you're gonna stick in the oven, you're gonna bake it. That's gonna make it crispy and good, easy. And then you're gonna separate it. You're gonna leave 4 for your breakfasts during the week, and then just take that and put them in your refrigerator in a container. They'll be fine for a whole week. They will. They've got enough fat in there to last all week. And then you're gonna take 4 and we're gonna save them for our bagel sandwiches that we're gonna make here in a minute. And then the other 4 you're gonna chop up. You do little pieces and chop them up and put them in like a little baggie and put them in your freezer. You can use those for fried rice for your dinners. And then you're gonna make egg cups. Egg cups are really simple to make. I'm gonna be making them here. These egg cups will last you all week in your refrigerator. Just put them in a container, put them in your refrigerator, eat them all week, which will be good. Then the extra ones, you're gonna make a bagel sandwich. So all you're gonna do is take a bagel, put your piece of bacon on there, your egg, and you're gonna wrap it up. You're gonna put them in the freezer right here. All right, so I just did a small, I did 9 cups. Sprinkle your cheese on, that's it, and stick them in the oven. You can bake them with your bacon. I'm gonna move my bacon down 1 level and put these on top. This is gonna bake really well in the oven. You can put them in muffin pans, but if you don't, you can just put them on a cookie sheet like that. I have those silicone liners. If you want to do this kind of meal prep, or if you even want to make muffins or cupcakes, buy those and invest in them just one time. They're not too expensive. They last you forever. You'll never have to buy a paper wrapper ever again. And then you don't even have to have a muffin. You don't even need the muffin pan. So if you have no space for the muffin, or like a cupcake pan, you can just put them on a cookie sheet. They hold the form really, really well, which is good. So those are gonna cook in the oven. We'll check them in a minute. All right, now that your egg cups are done, that's it. All you have to do, you can put these in a container in your refrigerator and store them. My kids are gonna eat these today, so they will get eaten up among more than one person. But you can take these, you can take them out of their little liners and store them just in a Tupperware container all week long. They will be great. If you're gonna have them longer, put them in your freezer and do that. So for breakfast, you'll have 2 egg cups. So when you go to heat these up in the morning for breakfast, just take 2 of these. That's a lot of eggs, that's a lot of protein there. And put them in your microwave for like 30 seconds. They'll heat up, and then you're gonna have, so you have 2 of these for breakfast. You're gonna get a slice of bacon. Hold on, oh, mine broke. Hold on, let me get you a piece of bacon here. It's so crispy. You're gonna get, totally just dropped that. All right, we're going with the hand. You're gonna get this with 2 of these, and then you're gonna take a bagel. Separate your bagels. So one day you'll have a half, the other day you'll have the other half. So this is really easy. That's a big breakfast to eat for yourself, which is good each week. And then to make your bagel sandwiches, so on your meal prep, you're doing your thing, all you're gonna do is take your sandwich, and you're gonna take your piece of bacon here, and you're gonna break it in half and put it on your bagel, and I'll show you what that looks like. And then you're gonna put an egg on it and put the top, and you're gonna wrap it up, and then you're gonna have a wonderful breakfast sandwich. We're gonna put them in the freezer for next week. All done. What you're gonna do is you're gonna squish that egg down, because it's gonna be a little bit taller, so squish it down. I put mine in wax paper. You can get wax paper sheets at the dollar store. I get mine at Sam's Club because I need 500. If you're single, you probably don't need 500. I should get 2 boxes, you get 1,000. That would last you for years, but this is what I do in here. If not, just squish it together. You wrap in plastic wrap. You can wrap them in, I don't think I'd do foil, plastic wrap, squish them down, put them inside a Ziploc bag, or even do like a sandwich size baggie. There you go, individual ones. You could do that and just rinse them out afterwards. Freeze it. Sandwiches is all done for the next week. This is delicious. Now to heat this, just gonna take it, I would keep it in the wrapper, throw it in my microwave for, if it's from a frozen solid state, you wanna do like a defrost in your microwave. If you take them out beforehand because you remembered, just put it in the microwave for about a minute 30. That's all you need. If you want it crispy, I take this, I'll open it up, take out the paper, open the sandwich up. So you got the bacon and the bread and the bacon and the egg on the other half, put them in my air fryer and let them run for a couple minutes. Then it crisps it up really, really good. Just ways that you can heat the sandwich if you don't have those methods. You can put them in a toaster oven and do the same thing. You can put them in the oven and do the same thing. Whatever works, but here you go. You got breakfast done for 2 weeks. It was the easiest thing ever, and they're delicious and healthy, and you're gonna be full. Now your yogurt that you make for the week, you can either make your yogurt sauce as you eat your yogurt, or you can make it just that day and then save it for the next few days. All you're gonna do is take some strawberries, if they're frozen solid, stick them in the microwave for just a few seconds to soften and smash it with a fork. Sprinkle a little bit of sugar on there, and you're gonna dice up your banana and have that in your yogurt. Really simple, easy way to make your breakfast. Breakfast is done for the whole week. You know how to make oatmeal, right? Oatmeal's easy. If you don't, Google, or on the back of the package, add a little sugar. You can even add some of your strawberry sauce to your oatmeal. All right, for lunches, this is gonna be something easy that you're gonna do as well. So for lunches, for the first week, you have, on the first day that you're doing your food prep, I have you having a protein lunch. Protein lunch means as you're making the food, because you're busy making food, you're gonna eat one of those hard-boiled eggs. You're gonna take some of that chicken that you're gonna take off your rotisserie. And you're just gonna kind of eat that way and have your banana too, just because you're making food. So it's easy to grab and go. And then the rest of the week, you're having salad bowls. The first week, you're gonna have salad. So we're gonna put together some salad bowls right here, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to have. These will last all week in your refrigerator. This is how you're gonna make your salads. You're gonna put them all and divide in containers, in bowls, baggies, whatever you wanna do. Make sure the lettuce is as dry as it can be after you wash it. The less wetness, the better. And then we're gonna hard boil some eggs. Keep these in the shell, put them in the refrigerator for the week. You're gonna have hard boiled eggs. You're gonna take 2 on your salad, chop them up, and you're gonna have protein instant for your lunch. Now you've got salads for the week already prepared. No excuse not to eat something healthy. These will last in your refrigerator. I've even done a week and a half's worth of salads, and they last in your refrigerator. The key is to put your wet ingredients at the bottom, because otherwise it'll make the rest get yucky faster. So really easy way. So then when you go to grab it for lunch, if you gotta run out the door or if you're at home, all you do is take your salad, you're gonna open it up, and then what I would do is I would take 2 of my hard-boiled eggs, set them on top, get yourself a pair of scissors. So when you go to serve your salad, you're gonna take your salad, put your egg on top, take your handy trusty scissors and just chop all the way down in your bowl, and you have bite-sized salad pieces. I like to put my dressing on. I just put ranch on there. It was $1. Use whatever kind of dressing you want on your grocery menu. Pour a little bit on top, just a little bit. Do like a tablespoon, and then see, don't douse it. Always do less dressing. If you want, you can take it in a little bowl, take like a tablespoon and just mix it with a little bit of water. It'll thin it out, taste exactly the same, and save you a whole lot of calories if you care. And then chop it. And it'll chop it, mix the salad up, and you've got salad right here ready to roll. If you're gonna go to work, don't chop it, because then it mixes it up and it kind of gets yucky and like gushy. But you put your egg on top, even if you keep your dressing separate. I don't know if that's able to do it. Put it in a Ziploc bag, or keep a bottle of dressing in your car, in your cooler, whatever you want to do. Probably there's little tiny containers, I'm sure, for those of you that take salad. So that is easy for salads. So then your rotisserie chicken on your food meal prep day, day 1, you're gonna take all that chicken apart. This rotisserie chicken is gonna give you about 4 cups of chicken. So you're gonna pull off all of the chicken from the bone. It's easier to do it when it's warm. I had mine in the refrigerator, so it might be a little bit more suffering, but get some gloves on, that helps a whole lot better. But we're just gonna suffer with the fingers. Take and pull all the meat off to separate it from it, and this is gonna be good chicken for your food. Now you can go buy some chicken, cook it, and chop it up yourself. This is just inexpensive to do this because it tastes good. It's already done. It's good. Even buying a whole chicken at the store is about $5-6 for one, and this is already cooked for $5. So not bad at all. So we're gonna pull all that meat off of the chicken. Good to go. And then you're gonna separate that chicken. The rest you're gonna put in little bags and put them in your refrigerator or your freezer, however you wanna do that, or in little containers, whatever you have. And then we're gonna start making our meals. And then the next week is when you go into your pita chicken sandwiches. You're gonna take a piece of pita bread, put your chicken on it, and then you're gonna put some shredded cheese on it, put it under a broiler or in an air fryer or even in a microwave, whatever you can do. And then you can cut it up and serve it. You got a nice little open face sandwich. One of our favorite, we usually make those in the summertime a lot. Do bacon and do tomatoes. Those are really, really good ways to make like an open faced sandwich. And then the other days you're gonna make a rice bowl. Now this is a really simple thing and you can freeze it, and this is what's great. You can do it on your first day and have it, or you can make it that week, whatever you wanna do. So you're gonna make your black beans and rice mixture. I made this in the family thing. We eat this, it's easy, delicious, and yummy. And so I actually made it for the family meal, and then we had so much food that week. I was like, what am I gonna do with all this? I felt bad, I didn't want to throw it away. So I froze mine. I'm gonna freeze. That's what you're gonna do as well, if you want, or make it that week. So you're gonna make it up. There's a recipe on here. It's really simple. You just add your ingredients in there, let it boil. If you go back to my family meal, you can see exactly how to make the black beans and rice. And then you're gonna put it into you're gonna separate it into 4 different bags. I put mine in Ziploc bags in my freezer. I'm gonna show you that. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is show you how to do your rice bowls. So now I've already made my rice mixture, and guess what? It's been in the freezer. So I took that rice mixture and divided it up into sandwich bags, because that's all I had. Look at that, that's a lot of rice right there. So this is frozen solid. So if you get them out beforehand, that's a whole lot easier, but if not, that's okay right here. I'm gonna put this whole baggie in the microwave, or open it up and put it in a bowl with a lid and heat it in the microwave, whatever you wanna do. We're gonna thaw this, cook it, just heat it up, and then I'll show you how we serve it. Really easy lunch. Your rice is heated, look at that. Nice and steamy, it's moist. Can you see the moistness in it? It doesn't dry out as long as you keep it in a container. The texture is good. Really hot, so hold on. Oh yeah. This is delicious. Now to serve it, I'm gonna sprinkle cheese on it. I have suggestions or whatever you wanna do. I have Parmesan cheese. I only have you buying orange cheese. Like orange, you know, cheddar cheese, but I have some Parmesan cheese up, so I'm gonna put that on mine. Whatever you have. And then salsa. It's really good. Put that on top here. I will show you. There you have a rice bowl. These are so good. You can mix the salsa in there. It is delicious. It's one of my favorite things to eat. You can buy these at the store. Like I bought a rice bowl and it for $1, and I was like, it's super simple what's in it, and there's not much in it. This is like good and hearty. Buy the $1 ones if you want, but when you get them, they're kind of like a lot thinner, and you're like, okay, I could eat 2 of those. This you get like a good wholesome meal. So kind of mix that up and you're gonna eat that. This is delicious. Rice bowls. This will fill you up. This is a lot of rice and beans here for lunch. So delicious. So good. There you go for lunch. Now your lunches are complete. All right, now you're on to dinners. Dinners, you have a variety of foods. I was like, ooh, this is a nice little meal plan. I think I need to do this. So I have your meal prep for the week is when you buy your hamburger, because you get 2 pounds of ground beef. Cook that right away the first day. Cook it right away, and then you're gonna place it in containers and freeze. You're gonna have it 2 different meals that you're gonna make, the main meals, which would be tacos and chili. Yes, I put in a chili. I wasn't gonna put any soup. I didn't make any soups in this meal because I was like, you probably have a lot of soups, you probably have a lot of chili, but I'm like, chili's good because you can switch it up and it stretches for a lot of meals. And so those are the 2 meat dishes you're gonna make with the meat. So you can separate those, or you can do your food prep with them, however much you wanna make ahead. So I put a little note in here. So look ahead to your week and see if you need any rice. You can cook and keep in the refrigerator for the week. So the first week you've got tacos. That's an easy thing. So you're actually gonna do tacos 2 times. So I have you cooking your ground beef and doing your taco seasoning. And then I said to serve, divide up on 6 tortillas. Then when you do that, you put your refried beans on there and separate the meat on them. So now what you do, you can also put your cheese on there at that time. You're gonna have 3 for dinner and 3 you're gonna freeze. So 3 that you're gonna freeze, you're gonna wrap up, put them in, you know, if you wanna do wax paper or whatever, put them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them for the next week. the ones you're gonna eat, you're gonna serve them with lettuce, sour cream, and salsa, and you've got tacos. Easy for dinner, all done, and you've got next week's dinner already finished. That's a good thing. And then the next day, you're gonna do your fettuccine. So you've got 1 box of pasta that you picked up from the grocery store. You're gonna break it into like a third. So imagine separating into 3 parts. You're gonna cook this for your 1 day for chicken with fettuccine. You're gonna take that, you're gonna cook it, you're gonna use half a jar of Alfredo sauce. The rest you can freeze. You put the whole jar in your freezer. I know, so crazy. And then you're gonna take a cup of chicken, of that shredded chicken, pull it out of your freezer, heat it all up there, and you're gonna eat it. It's delicious. And have frozen veggies with that. Cook the frozen veggies. That's the one fettuccine. Then next week you do fettuccine, but you use it with sausage. So you're gonna do the same concept, but you're gonna slice up kielbasa sausage and have that. Just using a third of that box. Pull that sauce out the night before, or a couple days before, or if you forget, stick it in your microwave. Either way. So that's gonna be your fettuccine. Then you're gonna do chili. Now the chili you're gonna make, you're gonna freeze it up because you have it multiple times during the week. So the first week you have it on Tuesday, you're gonna make a big pot. You're gonna take your ground beef, put it in there. You're gonna add taco seasoning, a package of ranch. That's the way I like making mine. 2 cans of chili beans, a can of diced tomatoes, and corn. Don't drain it. Mix it all up. So then that week you have chili 2 times. So you're gonna actually be having 4 chili meals. 4 meals with chili. So divide your chili up into 4 containers. Keep 2 for that week, freeze the other 2. Easy. So that week you're doing just plain old chili. Plain old chili, just eat it. A couple days later, you're doing a chili haystack over rice. Basically, it's rice. You're putting chili on top. Then you're gonna put shredded cheese, chopped lettuce, sour cream, salsa. That's all the toppings to make a haystack. So earlier that week, you can make some, you can look ahead and go, oh, I need a couple, you need actually 3 days of rice that first week. So in the beginning of that week, make your rice up and just put it in your refrigerator. And it's all done. You don't have to worry about making it, or you wanna make it that day, whatever you wanna do. So you're gonna do that. And another thing you're gonna make is a chicken burrito. I'm gonna make that with you today and show you how delicious that is. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to put this chicken burrito mixture together. This is from my friend Tammy. It's really, really good. Put it all together in either a crock pot. I'm gonna put it in my pressure cooker and heat it up. You can heat it up on the stove. You can just heat it up in a casserole dish in your microwave, whatever you have, that's what works. So you're gonna take a cup of your rotisserie chicken that you set aside for that, and you're gonna do a cup of salsa. I don't have a small thing I told you to buy, but I'm using a big one. You're gonna use a packet of taco seasoning. I'm using a big giant one because that's what I have. And then you're gonna use a can of drained corn and drained black beans. Rinse these off too. If you don't, you kind of get that blackness in there. It doesn't look as pretty. So rinse these off in your sink and then just pour this on top and let it drain out. And you're gonna pour it all together in your pot here. All you do is heat this up here and it tastes so good. You can slow cook. It's basically to heat it up and warm it up because everything is already cooked. So I added a little bit less of my taco seasoning because this is really spicy because I bought the wrong kind. If you don't want to use a whole pack, just use half of one. That's fine to it too. So heat this up. This makes a great filling for your taco burritos, like burrito things, or then put some aside. You can freeze this and put it over rice. So delicious. Here it is, all mixed up. Delicious. Look at that. This is delicious. It's like a nice burrito-y mixture filling. So good. You can make it as spicy as you want by adding more of your taco seasoning or more spicier salsa, whatever it is. Or if you want a little bit more liquid, add a little bit more salsa to the mixture. Or water. Just add some water and that'll make it more soupy. But this is good for your burrito fillings. Put it in there. And then if you want to put over your rice, if you want it more liquidy, just add a little bit of water. That'll help thin it out. And you got delicious chicken burrito filling. All right, your chicken burrito, you're gonna be having, this is gonna be separated among 4 meals. So to kind of divide your mixture kind of in your pot, okay, there's 4, think of like a cross. One of them you're gonna use and you're gonna make 4 chicken burritos. Just put on a tortilla, wrap it up that first day you're gonna eat those 2, the other 2, you can freeze. And then the dinner is done. Stick it in a container, easy to go. Or if you don't want to put in there, put the filling in the freezer and the next week pull it out and heat it up and put it on tortilla, however you want to do it. Then you're going to save another separate quadrant of that mixture, stick in the freezer for the next week, and then that week put some in the refrigerator. And then a couple days later you have it over rice. And basically make a haystack. I call them all haystacks. Haystacks are a cheap way to go. Put on top of rice, You can put any kind of topping on top. It's delicious and easy to make. It'll fill your belly and taste good. Later that week, you're making fried rice. You're gonna take that bacon out of your freezer that you had that you chopped up. You're gonna take your take some eggs. You're gonna cook them in a pan. I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna show you what ours looks like. We made obviously a large version. So you're gonna make a small size version, and I have specific instructions in your recipe plan how to make those. So you're just gonna scramble your eggs in your skillet, and then you're gonna take those off. You're gonna crumble up bacon and fry it, add your veggies, your rice, and your soy sauce. Very simple to eat. You can chop up, put some green onions on top. That's a really delicious, filling meal. Next week, you look on the next week, all your food is going to be done. Like your tacos are done. Pull those out of the freezer. If you don't like the way that tortillas are frozen, which they're fine, I just heat them up, make them crispy. If you don't like that, just put your taco meat and beans in the freezer and pull those out when you're ready. They'll thaw. They work really good. So you've got those done. Your fettuccine with sausage, told you how to do that. Chili, you're gonna put over a baked potato. So you got one baked potato that I had in your grocery list. You're just gonna pierce that, put it in your microwave, cook it, or in your oven, however you wanna do it. And then cut it open, put chili toppings on it with cheese and salsa. Delicious. Then you've got the shredded chicken burrito. Got that in the freezer. That is done. The next day you're doing chili with pasta. So that other third of the box of the fettuccine, you're gonna cook that up, and then you're gonna pour your chili over top. I know, I was gonna do different noodles, but I wanted to utilize the noodles that you had. Put some cheese in there. You got like a chili mac dinner with fettuccine noodles. Who cares? They're just different noodles, right? And then on that Friday, you're doing the shredded chicken burrito mixture over rice, and then you got fried rice again on the weekend. Now, if you make your fried rice the week before and double it, you can actually freeze that as complete in a bag and put that in your freezer, and you don't have to cook the next week. So for myself, this was a pretty good meal plan. I'm like, all right, this is not bad. I'm like, this would be like the single person meal plan for 2 weeks. You kind of do you have to do some food prep that first day, and then the rest of it is very minimal that you do your cooking. So this was a great challenge for me to do, because I was like, ooh, one person. I'm like, how do you even cook for one person? Because I haven't ever cooked for one person ever. Never, ever, ever have I ever cooked for one person. So this is pretty good. So Annie, I hope that helped you out. Maybe gave you some inspiration and some ideas for how you can make meals for one person and live frugally. I feel like $5 a day was pretty cheap. And you could go through that grocery list that I gave you and probably see that you have some and cut it out. You know, just depending on what you have in your pantry. I just like to include everything, because like I included sugar. You probably have sugar in your pantry, but I wanted to include everything, so in case you don't, it's there. So, all right, so hopefully this meal plan gave you some ideas, maybe for single, maybe for 2 people. I don't know. If you guys like these, let me know. Like, give me some feedback below. The last time I did this, she gave her thing of if I would do one person, and I'm like, I would never even think to do one person. So if you have any ideas or any family size, or if you want to see more larger family, would you rather see more smaller family? Would you rather find the cheapest meals? Like, is $5 a day too much? Would you rather see the $1 a meal? Or, you know, would you rather see super frugal, like really frugal? Can you eat for less than $1 a day? Probably not. Maybe less than $1 a meal. Probably can't eat for less than $1 a day, but the $1 meal things, is that better? I don't know. Give me some feedback, some suggestions. Maybe you just have a grocery budget for the week and you're like, this is all I have. Give me some frugal tips. I have taken $30 to the grocery store, and that's all I had to spend groceries on at one time. And I had to come up with creative ideas. We might have not ate some foods, but we might have had bologna and eggs for the week, and we ate. So, all right, so give me your feedback or any suggestions or any ideas that you want. So I hope you enjoy this. Remember, right below, you click the little, I think it's like a little upside down triangle, you click it, and it's the video description, and it will give you a link. It'll take you to my blog. It's nothing you have to sign up for. You don't even have to join my mailing list, none of that. You don't even have to like my video or subscribe or do anything. Just go get it for free. That's how it goes. You just go click on it, it'll send you there. You download it, it's all yours, I promise. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you do want to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to like, go ahead and like. That does help me, but that's okay. If you don't do that, I'm okay with that too. So you just do what you feel in your heart you need to do. But if you want to get some more 2-week meal plans and want to know when I post, you click that and that'll kind of give you a notification. That's how that works. So, all right, have a fantastic rest of your day, because you just got a meal plan that you're just going to eat for $5 a day. That's not bad. That's like, what's $35 a week? That's not bad for a single person income, I believe. So have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video. All right, have a great day. We'll see you. Bye. And for those of you that want to stay, we're going to read our book of Psalm. Psalm 37, security of those who trust in the Lord and insecurity of the wicked. Do not worry because of evildoers, nor be envious toward wrongdoers, for they will wither quickly like the grass and fade like the green herb. Trust, rely on, and have confidence in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and feed securely on his faithfulness. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires and petitions of your heart. You need to highlight that verse. He will give you the desires and petitions of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him also, and he will do it. He will make your righteousness, your pursuit of right standing with God, like the light, and your judgment like the shining of the noonday sun. Be still before the Lord. Wait patiently for him and entrust yourself to him. Do not fret, whine, agonize because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who carries out wicked schemes. Cease from anger and abandon wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil. For those who do evil will be cut off. For those who wait for the Lord, they will inherit the land. For yet a little while, and the wicked one will be gone forever. Though you look carefully where he used to be, he will not be found. But the humble will at last inherit the land, and will delight themselves in abundant prosperity and peace. The wicked plots against the righteous and gnashes at him with his teeth. The Lord laughs at him, the wicked one, the one who oppresses the righteous. For he sees that his day of defeat is coming. The wicked have drawn the sword and bent their bow, to cast down the afflicted and the needy, to slaughter those who are upright in conduct, those with personal integrity and godly character. The sword of the ungodly will enter their own heart, and their bow will be broken. Better is the little of the righteous who seek the will of God than the abundance riches of many wicked, godless. For the arms of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds and sustains the righteous who seek him. The Lord knows the days of the blameless, and their inheritance will continue forever. They will not be ashamed in the time of evil, and in the days of famine they will have plenty and be satisfied. But the wicked, ungodly will perish, and the enemies of the Lord will be like the glory of the pastures and like the fat of lambs that is consumed in smoke. They vanish like smoke, they vanish away. The wicked borrows and does not pay back, but the righteous is gracious and kind and gives. For those blessed by God will at last inherit the land, but those cursed by him will be cut off. The steps of a good and righteous man are directed and established by the Lord, and he delights in his way and blesses his path. When he falls, he will not be hurled down, because the Lord is the one who holds his hand and sustains him. I have been young, and now I am old, yet I have not seen the righteous, those in right standing with God, abandoned, or his descendants pleading for bread. All day long he is gracious and lends, and his descendants are a blessing. Depart from evil and do good, and you will dwell securely in the land forever. For the Lord delights in justice and does not abandon his saints, the faithful ones. They are preserved forever, but the descendants of the wicked will, in time, be cut off. The righteous will inherit the land and live in it forever. The mouth of the righteous proclaims wisdom, and his tongue speaks justice and truth. The law of his God is in his heart. Not one of his steps will slip. The wicked lies in wait for the righteous and seeks to kill him. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, or let him be condemned when he is judged. Wait for and expect the Lord and keep his way, and he will exalt you to inherit the land. In the end, when the wicked are cut off, you will see it. I have seen a wicked, violent man with great power, spreading and flaunting himself like a cedar in its native soil. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was no more. I sought him, but he could not be found. Mark the blameless man who is spiritually complete, and behold,
the upright who walks in moral integrity. There is a good future for the man of peace, because a life of honor blesses one's descendants. As for transgressors, they will be completely destroyed. The future of the wicked will be cut off, but the salvation of the righteous is from the Lord. He is their refuge and stronghold in the time of trouble. The Lord helps them and rescues them. He rescues them from the wicked and saves them, because they take refuge in Him. Take refuge in Him. Have a blessed day.